Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf here. Well. If the cat didn't, look who drug the cat out the bag, so to speak. Racist ass, was he elected? Well, I don't know if the election went down there yet. But he was endorsed by Trump. This son of a bitch, and yes, I said it, he's a son of a bitch, Roy Moore, okay, of Alabama. And he is a Bama, like a Bama. I could not believe it. I went on MSNBC this morning, and I read that this son of a bitch said that slavery, now slavery made America great. Yeah, he said that. I could not believe he said all kind of shit. He also called Indians reds, referred to Indians as reds and Asians as yellows. Are you fucking serious, man? And I looked at a picture that they took of Roy Moore. This motherfucker, and yes, I'm going out my religion on this one. This motherfucker, I shit you not, this motherfucker had a scowl on his face that said pure racist. Pure white supremacist, pure fucking evil. Yeah. Yes, the fuck he did. He actually was quoted as saying that. Yeah. He said America was great during slavery. Are you fucking serious? Basically, he was saying slavery wasn't a bad thing. Motherfucker, you and your family and ancestors have never been enslaved. So how the fuck would your punk ass know? You sorry, racist, cracker red neck motherfucking punk ass bastard. And yes, I said it. This shit pissed me off. This fucking asshole had the fucking audacity to say that, and Trump's ass had the fucking nerve to endorse this son of a bitch. What does that tell you about Trump? Don't tell me Trump ain't no racist. Trump is as racist as they get. I don't give a fuck how much money he endorsing any black causes. I don't give a fuck how many black friends he got. I don't give a goddamn if he got black people on his cabinet. He's as racist as they come. So somebody today try to say, well, you know what? Trump was a Democrat. Okay. What have Democrats been doing the last few years? Nothing. Oh, speaking of Democrats, you know John Conyers, who have been accused of sexual improprieties with females over the years, as well as the Stuart Smalley guy who used to be on Saturday Night Live, Al Franken, Senator Franken, both stepped down this week. Yeah. Conyers, I think, retired on Monday or Tuesday, and Al Franken just made his announcement day before yesterday. Yeah. So, Democrats, man, meanwhile the Republicans, they do dirt, they step up. Democrats, they do dirt, they step down. The fuck? You know? Democrats, I ain't gonna lie. The Dems, man, for real, or at least the ones that are in office, are some of the biggest pussies on the planet. I'm gonna have to say that. And the only reason why I say that, because they quit. They quit on everything, man. You know? And they don't stand up for themselves. They don't stand up for the people who they represent. It's almost like the Democrats are actually working for the Republicans secretly. They don't stand for anything. You know? That's the bad part about it. You know, and it's really messed up, man. Republicans are actually pulling a lot of mess going on, man. It's just, I just pretty much have my fill of politicians. That's why I don't really fool with them. I don't really talk to them. I don't really like being around them. I don't. I really don't. Their only interest is their only gain. And you know their only gain is power and money. Money and power. They could care less about the common folk, man. If it's something they could benefit from, yeah, then all of a sudden they'll get involved. Otherwise, I don't care. Just another bunch of politicians. I know people are like, well, if they get new blood in there, it ain't gonna make a difference. Politicians, politicians. They all play the same game. Yep. Whether it be Trump or Obama, they all play the same game. I hate to say it. You know? I'll go more into that later on a future podcast because I'm definitely going to talk about it. But this Roy Moore, man, dangerous dude. I'm sorry. I do not trust him at all. When you say shit like that, you are not to be trusted. Ever. You can't trust a guy like Roy Moore. This dude is a downright snake. There's no question about it. This dude is a snake. And his ilk, that's right, Trump, his ilk are just like him. I can't roll with those guys, man. No. To sit there and say one of the most bastardly things I've ever heard anybody say, at least a public office anyway, especially publicly, is downright, to me, criminal. To even make a statement like that. Okay? But sit here and say it was okay for people to be enslaved. To me, you co-sign with racism all day. In blood. You sign your name in blood for racism. There's no doubt about that. One thing I can give these Republicans in white sheets in wool's clothing is that they're being honest about what they really feel about race in this country. They're being honest about what they truly hate with people of color and how bad they want to control people of color. Still. And they don't really give a fuck no more. They don't give a fuck. My question is, when are we? You know? Because this guy has yet to be called out, but I'm calling his ass out. Think about it. Black media is going away now. Rapidly. Oprah resigned from her CEO post at OWN. Sold half of her ownership of the company back to Discovery Communications. Now they own 75% of the OWN network. They were originally 50-50. Oprah had no desire to own OWN. Ain't that weird? I was telling my wife about a month and a half ago. I said, I was watching 60 Minutes and they said, Oprah, special correspondent. She's been on there for a few weeks. First thing I told my wife, I said, you know what? Oprah's up to something. The first goddamn thing I said, to her, it was like about a month ago. I said, Oprah's up to something. Why would she be going to work for CBS and she has her own network? And the first thing I told my wife was, maybe she get ready to make a major move. I didn't know what it was at the time, but now I know it was her leaving OWN. Yeah. Her leaving OWN, you know, her no longer running OWN, let's put it like that. She's still going to be working for OWN as an employee. That's been confirmed, you know, through media sources. That the people who did work under her won't be working under her anymore. And at some point, they're going to probably end up getting rid of the program that's currently on OWN in a couple of years. And it'll probably just phase it out. That's a damn shame. I kind of like to remind me of the WB. You know, remember WB had all the black shows on? There's not a black show on WB right now. Not one. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not WB anymore. It's the CW. When they changed the CW, all the black shows went away. You notice that? They went away. Jamie Foxx, Wayans Brothers, Steve Harvey, all those shows went away just as fast as they went to CW. Gone. You know what I'm saying? OWN, same thing gonna happen there. And then this morning I was reading, or last night, I'm sorry, because I was gonna post it last night. I was just so tired. But I posted this morning. Roland Martin's News One Now is gone as of December 21st. Yeah. Know what that means? The only black daily newscast in America will cease to exist after that. Although he's claiming, and he claimed it because I saw it last night, he publicly claimed that they'll probably be back in some form or fashion on the network. Probably not the same manner they were before, but that's another story. But it figures. The white dominated media is taking their programming back. That's exactly what they're doing, and they know it. They want to take the narrative back. I said that's a goddamn shame. You know, BET had it going on for. I talked about it earlier. You know, BET was had a major news nightly broadcast every night, right along with Tavis Smiley. You know, and I always said Tavis Smiley got fucked over by BET. So did Ed Gordon. Ed Gordon did too. You know. But one thing I know is about black people. Sometimes we always complain about there ain't no black news on TV for black folk. But then not enough of y'all don't never. Not enough of y'all watch it anyway. You know. But I think in the TV1 deal, I don't think it was ratings because Roland Martin had a big following, so I don't think ratings had a damn thing to do with it. The narrative did. They want to change it, just like OWN. And Oprah sold out for $75 million, which I'm still trying to figure out because there was another company that Store Communications was bought for $11.9 million. I don't even know what they put out there. Was as popular as the stuff that Oprah put out. That's the whole story. I really think she sold out for chump change. There's nothing. I don't think Oprah's actually going to be trying to do that anymore. And it doesn't sound like she was, according to the statement I read. I don't think she's interested in starting another network. You know, considering she's working for CBS as a special correspondent for 60 Minutes. Which I knew something was up the moment I saw her do it. I said, nah, that don't sound right. You got your own network and you're going to be a correspondent for this network? Yeah. Something wasn't right in the Kool-Aid with there. Knew it all the time. Yep. We just got sold another bill of goods. And white people like Roy Moore will be able to control the narrative and tell you that black people need to be put in place. Ain't that a bitch? This is DJ Wolf. That's all I got for right now. I may be doing another. I may do a live podcast soon. I know I talk about it. I mean, it's been a busy month for me. I'm gonna tell you right now, busy month. But there is gonna be another one coming because I'm gonna tell you right now, with crazy stuff like this going on, I can feel it coming on. I may actually start a live web chat, Google Hangouts. That may be coming too, because I think some of us YouTubers really need to discuss this stuff and, see if maybe there's something, ways that some of us could actually come up with something like that through Patreon or something. I'm debating about starting a Patreon myself. It very well could happen. I do have 2 websites, and I need to clean one of them up and get the other one going, because we need to start creating our own media and build. Because the Oprah Winfrey's and the Roland Martins, as popular as they are only out for their butter biscuits. They ain't out trying to build shit. Oprah, to me, really was a real letdown. As well as Roland Martin. Roland Martin didn't own anything, but Oprah does, and did. And she completely sold out. That has been bothering me for the last 2 days. One of the richest women on the planet. Oprah actually is the richest woman on the planet, from my understanding. She's the richest black woman in the world, let alone America. And you had the golden opportunity to build a major network, just like Bill Cosby did back in the day. But Bill Cosby was actually blocked by NBC. NBC did not want Bill Cosby to buy NBC, because I remember that. I was in high school when I heard about it. I was like, oh shit. Now, this is just a couple years before he did the Cosby Show, when he came back to work for NBC. And I thought that was a done deal. But the deal fell through because the powers be, again, did not want a black man to control the narrative. Hence the reason why he was never able to buy NBC, because they blocked the sale. It's a damn shame. At least he made an effort to build and buy a major television network that they weren't going to let him do. Whereas Oprah had half the stake in a major network that she built along with Discovery Networks, and didn't even try to overtake it. She said, "They're sold out." I'm disappointed in her. I really am. I mean, I kind of knew Oprah was a little bit on the shady side. I did, and I'll admit that. I always thought she was kind of shady for many, many years anyway. How she calls herself uplifting black women and throwing black men under the bus, like she's always done, and she's notorious for. She even did her own boyfriend. Remember when Obama got elected? Remember when former President Obama got elected? Who was she standing next to? Where was Stedman standing that same night? Right behind her and that white man. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're swirling, you're swirling. But don't pretend like you wasn't swirling and Stedman is still your man when you stand in front of a white guy during that moment. The moment where we're going to get our first black president ever in this country. And you standing right beside a white man where your quote-unquote boyfriend is standing behind both of y'all. What the fuck was that all about? I thought that was extremely strange. It was almost like Oprah actually wasn't even with Stedman. It was like she was with this other guy, which she probably was. And it goes to show you, she never has Stedman out front with her too often when they are around public. It goes to show you, she ain't serious about no guy nowhere. That's another whole story. I told people back in the early 90s when Oprah was talking about getting married to Stedman, I told them, and I quote, yeah, I can quote myself, I quote, Oprah don't want no man. Oprah ain't getting married. Black people around my office like, yeah, Oprah getting married. She getting married. Where she going? I said, no, she not. I told everybody at my office. Back in, I think it was like 91, 92, something like that. Right around early 90s. And I told people that she was not getting married. I told them, I even said it. You can quote me on it. Because I knew she didn't want no guy. She wasn't serious about having a serious relationship with no man. She has never really been serious about stabbing to this day. And it's so obvious. This woman's 60-something years. She is 60-something years old. Matter of fact, Oprah, I think, is... Yeah, I think Oprah in her 60s, her mid-60s right now. She's yet to be married. She is yet to adopt any children. And at this point, has she ever even talked about it? You know? What does that tell you? Oprah don't give a fuck. And that's the honest truth. She really don't. She don't give a fuck. You know? Stedman ain't nothing but just her beard to her. There's no doubt about that. And it goes to show you that she one of them kind of black women with that I don't need no man mentality in her system. You know? And obviously she ain't thinking about no black man, period. He's just somebody to walk around with so she could make people think that she in the men. You know, that's been rumored about her for a long time. I ain't going to go into detail about that. But whatever. Nevertheless, my thing is this. People like Oprah and Roland Martin, networks like TV One and BET are a bunch of shills. You know? They're a bunch of bullshit. It's obvious. They're all figures in the media game that pretend like they're about blackness, and when you come right down to it, they're really not. I sat there and watched that thing from TV One when they were talking about when they thought Hillary Clinton had it in the bag, and Roland Martin and all them people on the show, TV One and BT, was out there, you know what I mean, partying it up, thinking everything gonna be good and gravy. Like they had it in the bag, and everything was jacked. Everything was jacked up, jack-hole, so to speak. I say. Yeah, they was partying up like, we got this. No, you ain't got nothing. But that's another whole story. Bottom line is, BET, TV One, Oprah, and Roland Martin wasn't about building shit. It was all about ratings. All about the ratings and the Benjamins. It wasn't about us. They wasn't about building no black network. No. None of them were. That's the one thing they all got in common. Getting them butter biscuits. This is DJ Wolf. Again, that's all I got to say. If I say any more, I don't need to.